Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Hoosh Manzana built. Research Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Beavers will kick it away to start. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks offense will get the first crack at it here. They've been in the so-called toilet bowl, and they've ready to go to the Rose Bowl. It's run the gamut, but this one is always intense.
Yeah, Reese, I called that game back in 2009 where the winner was going to go to the Rose Bowl, and I had a chance to really feel the electricity and the excitement at Autzen Stadium that day. This really is a tremendous rivalry.
And even when a Rose Bowl isn't on the line, Oregon State just feels good. The in-state rivalry, the hate, it's always a good matchup.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Yeah.
Game's been played for a long time. A lot
So
on the line.
should be some Jason moves on.
Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries on the field.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ball game?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this?
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on fourth down. Run it with the fullback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
But how about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. The give to the fullback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Making sure the fullback gets a touch there. And good pickup there, 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's a north-south runner. You just give this guy a little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets upfield quickly. And that guy is hard to bring down.
On the option. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Sticks it in his belly. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Some misdirection with the counter. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
Let it bust for a long one. Now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling.
Of 11.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game, running the...
Yeah, I can't tell. That was a touchdown. He hit the pylon. That's a touchdown.
Down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of...
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
He'll try to tack on one more.
Ah, missed it.
Oh, and he missed it.
It's a rivalry game,
So
man.
it's an 80-yard
What you talking about?
drive, and it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
It's a rivalry game, and they beat me last year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Oregon State's offense will go to work for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two
This is
dudes
all
are going to
day.
be shadowing each other all game long.
It's a quick swing. Wait a minute.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going for
Oh,
it
it's right.
all.
Oh, good
And
defense
the ball
hits.
is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The condition.
The Ducks
The
ready to
trail
go back to work
technique.
on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the...
I definitely was beat. That nigga didn't even. This nigga right here was supposed to blitz. Number goddamn 23. That son of a bitch was supposed to blitz. He didn't even blitz. Are you just feeling for your range? Okay, I see you feeling for your range. Put the trail technique guidelines to use. Okay.
They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Makes his connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
Bro, why did you do that ugly ass kick and running back? Why do you just stay to my left?
And
I love the play.
I'm trying to show you that dude, that Usman, the black guy with dreads, he dating that old lady. And that's her son, he talking and started dating him. So her son started dating, that's who Usman was dating. And her son started dating him. So now they're together too, being talking to him. Remember she played the same dude?
Oh, yeah.
Running back, shoot up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting a pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
Pulls and fired complete. Smashes through. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Going for 6. He caught it.
Oh, shit.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Now the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Jackson will throw. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Bro, what are you doing?
The Beavers
Atkins, that's a pick.
Victory the last time they saw the Ducks.
The Beavers didn't do anything to beat themselves in last year's game, right? They just did what they needed to do, running the ball, being physical, not a lot of penalties, not a lot of turnovers. They're going to need that equation for success again.
And they're not typically more talented than Oregon. That's what they have to do, Paul. That's how they have to win this matchup. Obviously, big rivalry game, a lot at stake. A lot of people that grew up in the state of Oregon not liking each other.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, I messed up.
Got his man in the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Quickly complete. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
They'll put the tight end in motion. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got his man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast.
He's going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play.
You got to kick that wide out. More gas on you this year. That's enough.
He'll ride his man on the option.
Bro, I didn't pick no damn option.
Yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
On the option. Quick toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Ducks will call on their punt team. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense.
you doing all this? Check your
Hmm?
You take your
Yeah. Yes, I did. Very true. Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, I took my shit.
You got a flavor to it.
That's no been here, man. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't that fast either. He just got there.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
You gotta take it like cherry.
On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Comes out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that one's incomplete. After the missed connection, it's second down.
What?
Jackson will throw. He makes the connection.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
So come on, let's block me
Good
back there.
pick up there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to.
You gotta hold on to that. He overshot him. Oh, that was a hell of a route. Step over there. He came right underneath. You can't goddamn get your hands on it.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun on third down. On the run, still looking.
Come on,
Little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find
we
a way
already
to get
knew
points on the
they
board before the half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. And the pressure gets him back.
We knew what he wanted, B. You see, I dropped on it. I said I knew he was sitting there. These guys got the flow. I can already tell some of these guys will sleep doing the Bruce Lee run. Bruce Lee move. They ain't flowing like water.
Jackson gonna throw it. He's got it on the move.
I almost fucked up that score in.
Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal.
Bullshit!
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Beaver! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open.
How y'all not
He just
reacting?
decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board.
What you say? And this nigga ain't got but 81 speed, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You would have thought this nigga had this nigga acceleration. Or this nigga speed. Cooking.
So they got the touchdown now going
That nigga
in the hands of their
had
defense to
Glorilla
finish
in
off this
his
half.
headset before the game.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some
That was
pressure
almost
right
a
here.
pick.
Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the
I
second
think that
half. So
stopped
find
out
something
so
really
bad.
quickly you can go to.
Now these niggas been maxed out all game.
Receivers
Now all
telling
of
the
a sudden they
quarterback what
can't
they
get.
see.
Come on, Leo.
On second down, he's looking downfield. He'll take
Come
the
on,
deep
Leo.
shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Ducks will send out the punt
You know
unit.
they're gonna fuck the kick
This will
up.
be the second time they've had to kick it away.
You know that bitch ain't going nowhere.
Makes a move. And the returner is stopped. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Jackson will throw. They're setting up the screen. He will step out
It's
of
crazy.
bounds,
I
but
can't
not
get these
before
blocks.
the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt and from the right side. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5.
They made me get picked up by that quick ass screw. I spit all through
And
that.
now the offense will come onto the field again. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs and help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky.
Nice defense. Quarterback been killing you with his leg. Like, he been killing you. And he only 14, 17. He gonna go. Watch the halfback screen. Sorry, that bad. He died down to the end. Hold on.
Continues to be that way in the second half. This could be a much different looking football game.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guys who don't.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands.
My head said that. That's half the problem. I don't feel like I'm on the sideline. All right, there we go.
The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. He's brought
Why are you back there returning kicks? You're not supposed to be back there.
Bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds him out of the backfield. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
All these white-ass running backs. No offense.
The option look. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
Boy, do it.
It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Oh my God, you slow.
Even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Ducks are marching down the field. Here comes the option. Now the pitch.
Bro, you put that too much air on there.
The 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the option. Now the toss. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown.
Let's go.
Ducks. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
But they been bluffing all game. You niggas stay saying.
He wants to throw. That, friends, is
They saying too wide, and these niggas got 3 and 4 on the goddamn.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Got his man out of the backfield. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they keep this drive moving, and they've got
where you at?
45.
Outside linebacker.
What a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the
Fellas,
game
we giving
is
this
3rd
game
down
away.
conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive
That's
success.
him all
That's
day.
why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Because we got a zone and nobody is in their fucking zone.
Finally knocked down. The Beavers want to pick up the tempo.
If I wanted you niggas in man, I will call a fucking man defense.
You want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Number 18 on the field goal.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Splits the uprights, it's good. And here in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. Now on the option. Now the pitch. On the move at the 30. And he's running in the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Slings it down.
Oh, my God.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I tell you what, we've kind of got...
Oh, my G.
We expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Jackson will throw.
Thank you.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium. And the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Picked up some of what they needed.
Oh, he just hit a milestone. I ain't even see it.
From the 5. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Oregon! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight?
Oh, shit.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Beavers will hustle to the line.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? It kept giving him opportunities. Maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He breaks a tackle.
Oh, wow.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. The snap sets up to throw. And he'll go out of bounds, and he will be short of the 1st down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll run the option. The pitch. Finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's 1st down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Across the 25, he's got room. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll pitch it. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out on the right. The 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ducks! They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're just about ready to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Jackson will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. Fires downfield. Got his man. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Looking to throw it again. Coming after it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just too much of a run.
Yes, sir.
Down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
There you go, Thompson.
Great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate.
Going downfield for the big play.
Hold on to the ball, Teo.
Dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Ducks will...
Hold on to the ball, Teo.
Fair catch called for and made. The offense set for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds.
Get a move in, Thompson.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress.
Get him moving, Thompson.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires.
And then on there, you just got to put, anytime you be posting on there, you got to put like for your page, viral, hashtag. You got to do a lot of hashtagging on TikTok. And then that's how you also get views and shit when you get to posting shit.
Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players.
Good week, fellas. Started out a little rough, but got it together. Ooh, you balled out. 16 tackles? Oh, yeah. You National Player of the Year. No National. Damn. Alright. Then they get ready to unlock this shit. You know. Top 25 games. I don't want 8. 2 more. Oh my. Oh, damn. Ole Miss and LSU. Hopefully y'all niggas start to get ranked.